Hey there, movie buffs. Ever wondered what Hollywood doesn't want you to know about some of the most iconic plane crash movies from the 80s and 90s? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into 7 shocking plane crash movie secrets that the 80s and 90s tried to hide. From the explosive egos to even real-life cannibalism, this is the wild ride that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Let's take off. First up, Executive Decision, a movie that gave us action, suspense, and one of the most epic Hollywood feuds ever. Did you know that Steven Seagal and John Leguizamo had a massive behind-the-scenes clash? According to John, on the first day of rehearsal, Seagal walked in announcing, "I'm in command. What I say is law." Rather than take it seriously, Leguizamo started laughing.
I'm playing his master sergeant, and we come in for rehearsals, and he comes in, "I'm in command. What I say is law. Anybody doesn't agree?" And I was like,
Steven Seagal slammed John against the brick wall and knocked all the air out of him and dropped him to the ground. As an act of personal revenge, John waited for Seagal to shoot his death scene, then soaked up every second of it. He said in an interview that he showed up early and wanted to watch him die. Leguizamo actually described it like a fantasy. Talk about turbulence on set. But hey, at least it made for some killer drama, both on and off screen. This next fact was one of the most expensive stunts of the 90s. Next, let's talk about Con Air. Nicolas Cage plays Cameron Poe, a former Army Ranger and recently freed convict. In the movie, he becomes trapped on a prison transport plane hijacked by violent criminals.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I have the only gun on board. Welcome to Con Air.
Remember that insane scene where the plane crashes into the Las Vegas Strip? Yeah, that wasn't CGI. They actually dragged the real airplane down Fremont Street. Can you imagine the insurance bill for that? It's no wonder this became one of the most expensive stunts of the 90s. And did you know Nicolas Cage almost didn't get the main role? How different would that movie have been if Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Keanu Reeves, or Patrick Swayze got the main role? They all were offered the role but turned it down. Let me know in the comments if you think that would have been better or worse. Did you know that one of the most comedic actors of the 80s and 90s started off as a dramatic actor? Check out this next jaw-dropping fact. Now let's lighten up things with Airplane. Did you know Leslie Nielsen, the king of deadpan comedy, wasn't originally a funny guy? Nope. Before Airplane, he was about serious roles. But his performance as Dr. Rummick launched his second career as a comedy legend, leading to classic movies like The Naked Gun. Seriously, can you even imagine anyone else delivering that iconic "Don't Call Me Shirley" line? Total perfection.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
But here's something you didn't know. Bruce Jenner and David Letterman also tried out for the lead role in this movie. Thank God we'll never know how that would have turned out. If you think that's hard to believe, wait till you hear about the martial artist actor who refused any stunt doubles in this extreme action film. Hey, if you're loving these wild movie facts, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and ring that notification bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now, back to the chaos. Passenger 57 delivers pulse-pounding suspense and relentless action, cementing itself as a high-flying thriller in the air disaster genre. Wesley Snipes commands the screen as John Cutter, the former cop and anti-terrorism expert thrust into a nightmare at 30,000 feet when a ruthless criminal, the very man responsible for his wife's murder, hijacks a passenger jet. With intense fight sequences, daring stunts, and edge-of-your-seat tension, this film never lets up. And that final fight scene? It was as real as it gets. Snipes, a highly skilled martial artist, refused to use a stunt double, making every punch, kick, and takedown all the more electrifying.
How many?
Now, speaking of the on-plane related chaos, let's nosedive straight into a survival story so extreme it makes turbulence look like a minor inconvenience. Buckle up, because this next film isn't just about a crash, it's about survival, desperation, and yes, cannibalism. Now let's get dark for a second with Alive. Based on the true story of the Andes flight disaster, this movie is already intense, but guess what? The real story was even more gruesome. Let's start off with the easy stuff. Survivors melted snow in empty wine bottles for water. Here's the not so easy stuff. They had to get extremely creative with their food sources. Like, ready for this? Eating skin and muscle from the dead. The movie left out some of the most disturbing details, but honestly, I don't think it could have handled it anyway.
My name is Federico Aranda, and I have to tell you that Alberto Antuna, a brave boy, is dead.
Past the popcorn, but maybe not the jerky. Okay, now let's shift from real-life terror to Hollywood thrills, and wherever this unlikely hero travels, bad guys always follow. Yippee-ki-yay, movie lovers! Die Hard 2 didn't just bring the action, it delivered one of the most jaw-dropping plane crash sequences in cinema history. And here's the kicker, no CGI tricks here. Instead of relying on digital effects, the filmmakers went full throttle, constructing a full-scale model of the doomed jet and loading it up with real explosives. The result? A fiery, heart-stopping spectacle that still holds up today. Bruce Willis didn't just save the day, he saved us from the curse of bad special effects. Now that's what I call a Christmas miracle. Let's shift from high-octane action to a chilling real-life tragedy, one that feels eerily relevant today. Finally, we have Flight 90, Disaster on the Potomac. This TV movie was based on the real-life crash of Air Florida Flight 90 in 1982. It's a sobering reenactment of a true plane crash disaster. And with haunting parallels to a recent plane crash, the story serves as a stark reminder that sometimes reality is more terrifying than fiction. It's a chilling reminder of how dangerous flying can be, but also a testament to human resilience. Fun fact, the real-life rescue efforts were so heroic, they inspired the movie's dramatic retelling. Talk about turning tragedy into inspiration. And there you have it, 7 shocking plane crash movie secrets that the 80s and 90s tried to hide. Which fact blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're craving more wild stories from the golden age of TV and movies, don't forget to check out my other videos. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep your seatbelts fastened and your popcorn ready. See you soon, movie lovers.